What do you think
Welovehiphop.
about the first week predictions of the sales?
I think it was like 500 for Iceman,
Yeah, I'm
and
gonna
then
I'm
like
gonna go to academics page.
okay.
Yeah. No, keep going.
I believe I said like 450.
That's what you said, right? 450.
Yeah, and I said maybe 500 if it goes crazy. So like that was pretty correct. That's pretty close.
Yeah.
You said 600, which I don't think is too far off as well.
I said around the 600 range, right?
Zar,
Just based on other albums.
Zar said a million. He was wild.
Yeah.
He's
No,
still
but
wild.
he wasn't wilding because the amount of anticipation that was around this, it could have gave it 1 million if there was only one album.
You think so?
Yes, because and we'll get to the breakdown that academics posted in a second. I thought one thing that they did smart on this is dropping 3 albums because there was 3 different vibes.
Yeah.
We got the rap album on Iceman. We got the bops and the stuff that's going to be playing outside on freaking Maid of Honor, and on the slow shit for the bedroom on Habiti.
Yeah.
Right? But a lot of times Drake puts all of that shit in one album.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And it sells whatever it does, but there's a lot of skips because it's not for everybody.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So now you split into 3 albums. Automatically now it splits the sales though. That's the conundrum.
So you think it would have sold more?
If it was all on one album and Iceman was a mix of rap and R&B and some like different fusion stuff, then it would have been like views all over again.
Yeah, I can see it sounding like a 650,
Yeah, at least. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is just on one body of work. That's the only choice you have.
Exactly.
Right? Now, with the way that they split it up, there's people who I've heard who said they don't like Iceman, but they're younger, who are like not into all that lyrical, smirical shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, I like Maid of Honor better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if that's what you like, then go listen to that.
And I agree with the strategy as well. Normally, I'd be cooking their strategy, and normally I think they have the worst strategic team. But this, I would say ever since like the ice blocks or whatever, but obviously this has been planned from way before, but it's just been W after W. Like they've just have been sailing through the rollout, through the drop, through the release. Like,
yeah.
And I like the fact that they did 3 different albums. I'm seeing a lot of reactors being like, oh, I want like 10 songs out of 40. I want like 15 songs out of 40.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he wanted, bro.
Yes. And guess what? You try to get off your label.
You know what I mean?
Sign to a label that just wants to keep you for life, and you figure out how to get off of that. He dropped 3 albums and he's off.
And the thing is, if you like 10 or 15 songs out of the 40, that's your album right there.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Make a playlist.
Type shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, he literally fed his whole audience. Like this was a W release, bro.
Yeah.
I have nothing bad to say, bro.
Yeah. So now based on all of the information that we just even said and like all of those, the reception, Iceman is on pace to do 520 first week, which is pretty close to what we were saying. But then it goes down 135 for Maid of Honor.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right? And then 130 for Habiti.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Right? So if you take all of that now and combine those sales, like we're looking at about 750, almost 800,000 for the first week with all 3 albums.
Yeah.
Right? If he had put it on like one disc, like back in the days, like a triple disc, that would have been like 800 something thousand.
That's a good point.
Right? But he released it over 3 different projects, so everybody listened. Even the ones who didn't like the other projects, listened to them at least the one time to give it a stream.
Exactly. No. And I feel like the strategy was to get out of the deal.
Yes.
Future kind of did the same thing when he had that, I guess, that contractual issue with Rocco. That's when he dropped Future. Then a week later, he dropped Hendrix.
Oh, yeah.
Which those albums are some of my favorite Future albums.
Yes.
Slaps on there. But like, just to kind of just get out of this contract shit, hold that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And there's people who are complaining. Like I've seen some post where like somebody on I think it was the New York Post or National Post or whatever, was like, gave it like a 2 out of 5 stars.
Really?
Like a lot of people were dissing. But I think everything that he gave us, one, I'm not mad at it, but I think the best is yet to come.
Really? You think there's more?
He's independent now, fam. I gave you guys a bunch of slaps so that it would be an undeniable like
That's
rollout.
That's a good point.
But now all of this, now that I'm not having to share the money with you guys who are fucking me over, and I have to be on my own accord, I gotta give you the super slaps now.
And now that I'm thinking about it, because Iceman, superhero, supervillain, whatever, I'm like, okay, what is the superpower? Like, what is his thing gonna be? I feel like he was shape shifting throughout these projects.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in a complimentary way, like in the best way possible. I'm not dissing, you know what I mean? Like when he tapped in with Popcorn, and he also has a couple other like dancehall-esque vibes. He was actually cooking, he was floating, you know what I mean? The R&B, he was floating. Even for some of the house shit, like I see some people that really like that. So now that he's independent, he could keep doing this shape-shifting shit. He could do some songs with Bad Bunny or whatever.
Yes.
And get that huge market, make all that bread. He could even go back to like some Caribbean shit. He could go to all these different markets and make all this bread personally. No label, all independent. So yeah, I think right now he positioned himself to be in like the perfect spot as an artist, billionaire artist, world-renowned artist. So like, yo, damn, bro, this is crazy.
You've made your equity in the game. Fuck with the labels, because the label, your equity is shit with them now, right? Exactly. Like they basically screwed you over. You're suing them, so screw them. I could go to another label, or I could take all of this fame and traction that I have, and then just sell my own shit and keep 100% of it, or just maybe split it with an investor.
Thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.